Yeah. It's your boy Czar, all rights reserved. Share, like, and subscribe. Check the description below for information on how to support the channel. Let's get into it. A monumental day that everyone has been saying, but let me address it in an objective way. Do you have respect? And this is to all my commenters, for everyone who made a video today but has not been talking about the case, not been talking about who did this to him. Do you have respect for them? Is there a way to respect them? Is there a pass that can be given because of the lack of respect they had to speak on him throughout the whole situation to actually figure out what happened? Now, what I'm seeing is a common thread. There are so many people talking about the first anniversary, how they miss him, how they feel this, how they feel that, which you have rights to do it. But do you feel something's wrong that these people can openly talk about that, but none of them could come forward to actually address the situation of him being gone? Not even to look into anything, not even to speak on anything. There has been so many actions around. And here's my thing. Could you openly question those who have not only dissed, but those who have criticized what we've done here, and ask them, why are they quiet? Why are they quiet when everyone's starting to talk about it, but they wanted to talk about the person talking about everything? Not just today. I have proof. Most of you, this is some of your first video in months. You had nothing to say the whole time, but it's a first anniversary of someone being gone and you want to speak? Really? You didn't seek justice but till this moment. Really? Very interesting. Very interesting, because you didn't even try. Matter of fact, some of you made a few videos, but when it got heat to it, talking about specific people, you shut up. You turned your back. You went off talking about something else, acting like you didn't see it. Is that how you feel? Why are you speaking up today? What's important about today that you couldn't put the effort in every other day? Just today. The day something bad happened, that's when I want to speak. Really? I had to quickly address that. And anyone who has respect, you got to vibe with it. Some of you didn't respect them making videos. You posted images, posting things. We're looking into the case. You were doing effort and due diligence. Why is it that we catch content creators that just want to talk about it now? Just want to make a video now. Don't want to make a video on the suspects. Oh, can't make a video on the people around that were funny style. Can't make a video on the abuse, on the situations leading up, on different issues that went on. You can't do it. Only now. Y'all don't think that's cowardice. You don't think that's unrespectable. You respect that? You respect that. Cool. That's fine. To each their own. But remember to look into the people criticizing before you respect the criticism. Look into those criticizing before you respect the criticism. Period. That's all. There's no other way around it, no discussion. It's that or nothing. Respect that. Because I see a lot of things that are funny style now that I'm actually looking. Very funny style. And this should have you thinking, what is going on? Really crazy. Now let's get into something else quickly. Now that that's out the way, dealing with this first anniversary, how far has the case come? September, we're going to find out more information. That's the important part. So the case is going to progress in September. Another part, I'm finding a lot of people's records are sealed. Not just the people who are in this situation, but I have to figure out some legal terms because when I do some research on some other people, they have sealed information in their background, which makes no sense. This is abnormal. Since anyone else can look up what anyone else did, why are they sealed? If they're common criminals, if this is just a common person off the street looking to do a jux, why would a bad guy's records be sealed? That doesn't make sense to me. That's very eerie. That's one of the things. Another thing, dealing with the fact it's his anniversary, there's a lot of speculation going around I will not discuss. I told you there were certain things I will not discuss. To the person behind the scenes that was providing I'm going to just say butterfly. I'm not going into detail on that. Okay? We spoke. I respect what I've read. Everyone's objective to their opinion, but I will not speak on that angle, let's say, because I need more solid proof before I can address an angle of that nature. All right? A third thing, the third and final, actually. Dealing with the fact this is the first anniversary. In the comments below, put what you presume to be the outcome for the suspects that have garnered experts, an investigator, some even claiming insanity. What are your thoughts on the overall happening of the case below? Put that in the comments below. Also, share the videos that we have, the series we have, different things we have going on. And before I forget, there was someone in the comments that asked me why I was speaking about C. Glizzy, because that had nothing to do with something. But let me put this out there, since you're taking that angle. I said it was his friend. Did I say it had exactly something to do with it? Did I even provide an angle of what this had to do with anything? That's very strange, because when I catch people doing that, I catch them really trying to twist the narrative to fit some type of perception they want to try and convince other people of. And then you come in on a name that's never, ever commented. It really kills your credibility before I even get to know you. And I get to know most people in CommenterNation. So you really kill your credibility. So I think you need to get your head together, get your approach together. And if you want to have an opinion on something, you can have it. But when we get into details and you try and carry a narrative of something I said, I got to address you a certain way. Rest in peace to XxXTentacion and everything his legacy stood for. I seen the pictures of Cleo getting out at the memorial with Gekkum. I wish them the best as they go through their situation and live every day out. And I just want everyone to keep in mind that what we request is what we request objectively. If I want to see a DNA test a certain way, I'm going to say I want to see it a certain way. I'm not just going to accept the words you hand me and run with it like you're completely credible. I can't live life that way. The same thing with officials and any officers. You guys, you like to say you're doing it fair. When you're in a situation and someone's claiming things a certain way, you need to objectively look at it. You don't just take people's word for it. You objectively look at it. If they're showing it and they're sincere in what they're saying, you need to look up the background of the person they're interacting with, because the background usually details the future. And if you see a lot of things that are of a nature and violence, it pretty much can spell out situations depending the situation that you're dealing with at hand. I'm finding a lot of things are inobjective, not done equally. And I find a lot of racial bias, sadly, in this generation we're living in. The same type of mentality that was expressed by XxXTentacion prior to him dealing with his situation of losing life. These are one of the situations we found to be apparent. That's a fact. Why has this situation arisen completely again and again, and no one's taken the time to respect it? That's a problem. Everyone needs to understand the situations that's going on around them and show respect to progression. You need to respect the progression. And you need to show respect for those who are putting in work to see the betterment of everything and everyone around them. Come on now. Cut out the games. It's time to start looking into what matters and stop racially profiling situations and not being objective, but then playing like everything's innocent. Just caught an officer on cam screaming he had a gun, saw he was being videotaped and stopped and changed his narrative. That type of stuff, that's going to be the overturn of people respecting authority. So the people you have that are corrupt, get them out now. Stop playing around. Get them out now and start doing what needs to be done. And that's, you need to start vexing and investigating your own borough before you ride around trying to accuse others of doing certain things. Because when it all hits the fan, the embarrassment that you have to live down, you'll never be able to. And you'll lose the respect of the people and forever lose that authoritative position of respect. And when that happens, understand, mark my words, whenever authoritative respect is lost in any sector, that is when your authority will become victims. They will become victims. When a society loses respect for its authority, you create victims. So there will be people that take the life and just hunting officers of the law. That will be all they do in their life. They'll look for confrontation with you and they'll hunt you. So the thing is, do what's right up front so you prevent these matters and you earn the trust and respect and the dignity and the honor of everyone around you, because our taxes pay you. Never forget it. Rest in peace to TheCzarr. Happy first anniversary, and no better message than on his anniversary. You know how I rock, how I always rock. Shout to CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations. All rights reserved.